how do you submit your manuscript or novel? I mean, let's just go to the very basics here. After your copy editing and formatting your proofreading, which we're kind of glossing over today, how are we going to outline the steps to submission? I know you have helpful hints and maybe a checklist or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So again, this depends on your route to publication. If you're going to through an agent, you're going to want to make sure that you are looking very carefully at their submission requirements and follow those to a T. To a T. Do not try to do anything different. Do exactly what they ask. The same if you're going through a smaller traditional that takes unsolicited, which means you don't have an agent to submit your manuscript. You're going to want to look up the publisher's submission guidelines and follow that. If you're going through a hybrid press, and this is an opportunity for me to answer some questions about hybrid press that I've seen in the chat too. But again, all of hybrid presses have a very specific submission guideline that you can follow. So a hybrid press, it basically is a partnership press. They operate in terms of how you're published like a traditional publisher would, where you get distributed to the things that happen, paying you out royalties and all of that. But it's a shared risk factor, basically. So the author does contribute some of the financial, you pay basically for some of the services that happen through that. And most, there are some very, very, very legit hybrid presses that are working well and doing wonderfully. Lots of good ones out there. She Writes Press, Purple Butterfly Press, my company, is a hybrid children's book. We've got Top Reads Press. We have Emerald Lake Press. There are a ton of them. We have a lot of hybrid presses that attend the Women in Publishing Summit as well. And also as a resource to you, if you want to learn more about what a hybrid publisher is and what the difference between different types, I have the Publish Her podcast, which I shouldn't have been so creative in my naming because now nobody knows how to spell it, but it's Publish and Her in one word. So Publish Her with 2 H's podcast. If you Google that, you'll find the podcast in episodes 2 and 3. Episode 2 is with Brooke Warner, who's the CEO of She Writes Press, and we talk all about hybrid presses. And then episode 3 is what is the distinction between hybrid, vanity, and some other types. So you can go through and listen to that and get educated on those. But basically, the most important thing if you're submitting is to follow the submission guidelines. They are there for you on those places. You should be able to find them either through the resources like Query Tracker, the publisher's marketplace, or the actual website of the agent or the publisher in question.